Have you ever wondered about the meaning of blessings or the meaning of curses? What means to be blessed? What means to be cursed? Well, you will find a very interesting picture of those two definitions here in Deuteronomy 28. And God relates blessings and curses to His commandments. To be blessed, you must be very careful in keeping His commandments. But if you are not very careful in obeying His commandments, you will be cursed. Some people believe that to keep the commandments in a very careful way means to be radical, and any radicalism should be avoided. They link the keeping of all the details of God's commandments to a kind of fanaticism which should be avoided. But that's not what we see here in Deuteronomy 28. The Lord is saying in a very clear way, if you are very careful in the observing of His commandments, you will be blessed. And He says that your blessings, His blessings will have no geographical limits. There will be blessings on your children, you will be protected from your enemies. You will have blessing on your savings, in your storehouses, which are your savings. You will not borrow. You will lend, but you will not borrow. God's blessings will be in your economical life also. But on the other side, if you are not careful in obeying God's commandments, then you will have problems in your health. You will have problems in your mental and emotional health, also physical health. You will lose your children. You will have economic loss. You will have a lot of losses, all related not to the fact of not keeping God's commandments. God's commandments here in this chapter are not related to eternal salvation, but to prosperity and success here in this life. Well, if keeping strictly God's commandments is fanaticism, so which commandment should we not to keep in order not to be considered fanatics, in order to be considered balanced? This is a question we should think about. No, the Lord is asking us to be very careful in keeping His commandments. May the Lord bless you as you study His Word and you try to learn to understand what His commandments are about, and ask Him the ability to follow them, to obey them by His grace, by the grace of Christ, not by your works, but by His work, but by being linked to Him, walking with Him. Then He gives you His Holy Spirit, and He allows you to keep His commandments by your heart, not only by works. God bless you and be with you today.